morning, everyone. My name is Assistant Chief Gilchrist, City of Pittsburgh Emergency Medical for the Bureau of EMS. Thank you for attending today's public safety ceremony. This ceremony is swearing in for our newly hired EMTs and paramedics and our newly promoted district chiefs and our newly appointed chief. Would you all rise and stay standing for after the Pledge of Allegiance? Can we all bow our heads and for a moment of silence to honor the victims of this past Saturday's tragic events? Okay, and now for the Pledge of the Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our medical director, Dr. Ronald Ruff.
I feel the same way too, so. I'm usually at the end and I'm doing cleanup, so this is a little bit different for me, but welcome honored guests, friends, family, and all of my colleagues in EMS. Some of them new colleagues, some of them, we'll just say more senior colleagues. Today we recognize our new EMTs, paramedics, district chiefs, so congratulations to all. We have special congratulations to Chief Romano, who takes the new role. His most important role is grandpa of 3 new little grandchildren, and then this chief thing that he has to do too. So congratulations. As pre-hospital care providers, you make differences in people's lives every single day. Sometimes your efforts are not acknowledged by the patient, by the family, or by the public, but that doesn't deter you from doing the right thing. Earlier this week, I had the honor of being in a reunion with some of the wounded officers and some of our paramedics that cared for them on Saturday. As one of the SWAT officers was describing how he was injured during the firefight, he turned to one of our paramedics and said, "This paramedic saved my life. He put a tourniquet on my arm and saved my life." The room went silent, and I don't know why, but it really struck me. This was like an aha moment for me. There was something about this 6'5" SWAT officer looking down at our 5'6" Thames medic. I think he's at least 5'6", he may not be, and saying, "You saved my life. You made it a difference in my life." And that made me think, wow, the training we've been doing for years and years that you've been doing makes a difference. And yes, we have the best EMS system in the country, if not the world. And I will say this has been reinforced by the over 100 EMS medical directors from around the country who have sent me emails, one, expressing their condolences, and 2, just recognizing the incredible response we had. We are the best because of our partnership in the city with our universities, our training institutions. We're also the best because Mayor Peduto and Director Histrich understand the importance of a strong EMS system in this growing city. And we are the best, most importantly, because of you. Because you, our paramedics, our EMTs, our district chiefs, our chiefs, who always do the right thing. And thank you for doing that. I want to thank you for doing the right thing, and just want to say it's an incredible honor to be your medical director. Thanks.
I would now like to introduce our Public Safety Director, Wendell Histrich.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning. I can honestly say that this is the high point of the week. Over the past week, it's been very difficult for all of public safety, but I must say I couldn't be prouder of the work that the police, fire, and EMS and of emergency management have done over the past week. As Dr. Roth mentioned, we were able to save lives. Unfortunately, we lost 11 lives on Saturday. But as many of you know, we will recover and we will be stronger. We will learn from minor things that we may have done wrong last week. However, there are very few. We did many things right. So with that being said, to the new EMTs and the paramedics, when I first met you on the first day that you started, there were 3 things that I asked of you. One is that you are now part of the city, and whatever you do is a reflection on the city. And certainly last week, that reflection was very good. The second thing was to treat individuals as you would want your loved ones to be treated. And so far, I haven't heard any complaints, so thank you very much for doing that. The third thing was to take time for yourself and for the families, your families. And for the families and friends here today, thank you in advance, and thank you for what you've done already. Your loved ones and friends will need a lot of support during their career. And the last thing was, the new thing, is that now that you're out in the street, every day learn something from your colleagues, from the crew chiefs, from the chief, and from the district chiefs, assistant chiefs, division chiefs, a lot of chiefs, and the chief, as well as the other members of the public safety community, which of course are now your new family. To the new crew chief, district chiefs, what you do in the first few minutes of your leadership certainly will make a difference of life and death. And those first few seconds that you're on the scene will dictate, most likely dictate the outcome of an incident. And sometimes it will dictate what will happen for the next 20, 30 minutes, or in some major incidents for the next few days. To our new chief, who still looks the same as he did when I worked with him when he was a crew chief, maybe a few more gray hairs, but certainly you haven't changed like me. I've gained a little weight and now I'm wearing glasses. But I'm confident the mayor has selected the right person for the position. I must caution you, however, I've only been back 2.5 years and you're the 3rd EMS chief. So I don't know, maybe you could stick around longer. You guaranteed me at least, thank you, 3 years. You're my witness to that. So with that being said, congratulations, good luck, and thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce our mayor, my mayor. I just wanted to say on a personal note, your leadership this past weekend cannot be quantified. Mr. William Peduto.
Thank you. It's been a rough week for us all. For everyone who calls themselves a Pittsburgher, our hearts have been broken. The loss of 11 neighbors can never be replaced. But there are these shining lights that come through darkness, and those shining lights, when we gather them together, help us to get over and to be able to lean on one another through the bad times. There is no question that last Saturday, Pittsburgh EMS saved at least 3 lives. Lives that hung on a balance of whether or not they would be with us on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday. And in a partnership that we've worked through for many years, our frontline services to our hospitals and our trauma centers have provided us with really the cutting edge of medical services in this world. The professionalism that is shown on a daily basis through this Bureau is something that is done not just during trauma and during events like Saturday, but is being done every single day. Every single day, you save lives. You save people so that they can go back home and see their family. You save families that otherwise would have lost a loved one. And you do it as the front line of defense in order to work with other public safety operations to provide people with what is the first and most critical service of any city: safety. A lot of Pittsburghers don't feel safe today. A lot of Pittsburghers worry about doing the usual things that they've done throughout a lifetime, of going to pick their children up at a school, or going out to a community center, or just being able to go to the place where they pray. But those that serve in public safety provide us with that knowledge that we are protected. Today we enter a new phase of Pittsburgh EMS with a new leader and a lot of promotions of those that will be not only taking care of us, but taking care of their fellow medics and technicians. We promote those based upon merit, upon the services that they've provided to this city and the leadership that they have shown through decades of service to Pittsburgh. And it is my honor to today deliver that oath and that opportunity to do even more in providing safety, security, and peace to the people of Pittsburgh. I will call your name. Please come up and join us right over here. We'll start with emergency medical technicians. Christopher Blockton. Adam DeLuca. Jason Elias. If you'll please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh, and obey all orders issued by my superiors and all the rules and regulations pertaining to and governing the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services, Department of Public Safety. And that as an emergency medical technician, I will well and faithfully discharge and perform all the duties of my office according to the best of my knowledge and ability. Congratulations, EMTs. Next will be the paramedics. When I call your name, please come up and join us to the left. Michael Donnelly. Jenna Haydenreich. Daniel Sprouse. Please raise your right arm. Repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh, and obey all orders issued by my superiors and all the rules and regulations pertaining to and governing the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services, Department of Public Safety, and that as a paramedic, I will well and faithfully discharge and perform all the duties of my office according to the best of my knowledge and ability. Congratulations, medics. That brings us to district chiefs. When you hear your name, please join us to the left. Antoine Carter. Russell Diamond. Please raise your right arm and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh, and obey all orders issued by my superiors and all the rules and regulations pertaining to and governing the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services, Department of Public Safety, and that as a district chief, I will well and faithfully discharge and perform all the duties of my office according to the best of my knowledge and ability. Congratulations, Chief. And that takes us to the last one, and that is the oath of office for our new chief of the Pittsburgh Bureau of Emergency Medical Services. Chief, this is a big responsibility. You have in your hands the well-being of a city. You have in your authority the ability to save human life. You have in your authority men and women who have dedicated themselves to serving the public. And you have in your ability the opportunity to make this city stronger. It's now my honor to read the oath of office and to appoint our new chief. So if you mind standing. Oh, you can do it right here with us. No need to leave. It's now my honor to read the oath of office to Ronald Romano. I state your name.
Ronald Romano.
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
and obey all orders
to obey all orders
issued by my superiors,
issued by my superiors,
and all the rules and regulations
and all the rules and regulations
pertaining to and governing
pertaining to and governing
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services,
Department of Public Safety,
Department of Public Safety,
and that as chief,
and that as chief,
I will well and faithfully discharge
and well and faithfully discharge
and perform all the duties of my office
and perform all the duties of my office
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
according to the best of my knowledge and ability.
Do great things, Chief.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to Mayor Peduto, Director Hisrich, Dr. Roth for the kind words, and for being here with us today. And congratulations to the EMTs, paramedics, and district chiefs that have been sworn in today. And I thank you for sharing your day with me, as I was an add-on to this event. A special thanks to the EMS crews that are on the streets working at this time so we could gather for this special occasion. Thank you to my staff, fellow workers, public safety partners, friends and family members that were able to be with me today. A special thanks to my wife and children who have supported me in my career and have been understanding when I have missed something or have worked around my schedule on holidays and other special occasions throughout the years. Thank you. I am now the 7th EMS chief since 1975. If I counted correctly, 5 of the past 6 were able to be here today, and I'm very much honored that they could attend. They are responsible for the building of EMS and the past successes of Pittsburgh EMS, and why it is one of the premier EMS systems in the country today. I thank you, gentlemen. They have been great leaders and teachers to me personally. I have watched, listened, and learned from all of them over my 40 years with the City of Pittsburgh. It will be my job to bridge the past into the future now. But it is not just the leader, but the people who make an organization great. In closing, I am humbled and honored to be the new chief of Pittsburgh EMS, and thank the mayor and the director for this opportunity and the trust they have shown in me to be the EMS chief, and I will work to do the best job possible for the citizens of Pittsburgh. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. This now concludes our swearing-in ceremony. Please stay around for photos, and there's light refreshments out in the lobby. Everyone have a wonderful weekend.